morning, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and I thought I'd show you something today. What I've got here is my stash. These are cards, and they are dwindling down. It looks funny because I'm going to share with you 2 boxes, and the stash looks like it's dwindling down, which is hard to believe, isn't it? But what I do is when I make the cards, I put them in this little plastic, I don't know, I bought it at Walmart years ago, or Kmart, or some store, I don't know. But it fits the 5x2 cards perfectly. And what I do is I just put them in there and I group them so that my encouragement cards, like this one says, come near God and He will come near you. And then from there, just fun cards, you know, sympathy cards. And then again, more fun cards, and I just have card after card of the cards that I make. And remember how I told you I always make 2 of the same card. That way, when I'm usually making it for someone. So what I have is I've got my card, and then I have the second card to put in my stash to give to someone for the future when there's a need. You know, this was from Melissa Maid made this one. Isn't that awesome? And some of the cards, if you are totally familiar with, Gone Fishing. Isn't that awesome? I love that card. But I make 2, and then I send one out and keep the other one for future when I might need. And that one is Tweet with the little birdie and the sun, and then there's plenty of space to write in the inside. But that's, you know, I've had a couple comments just in the past few weeks because I keep saying, and here's the recent one that I just, well, you're going to be seeing in 2 weeks. And that'll have a Gypsy Made Simple project on it. But what I do this for, because what I'm showing you this video for, is I've gotten all kinds of comments about, what do you mean by a stash? Well, I keep these cards on file because I don't know about you, but with my schedule, I have 1 day off a week, and that's the day that I make my cards, and I usually try to get 4 cards made on that day off. And then sometimes I'm very fortunate, I get a bunch of get well cards. Sometimes I'm very fortunate that I have, you know, I don't have anyone to send my cards out to. Other times, I'm sending out 10 cards in a week. You never know. I love this card, Good Times Ahead. And that one I think I'm going to make for the next card party. I think that's the one that I'm going to take. But my card stash has dwindled down because in the past 2 months I have sent out a lot of cards. This one was designed, this was from the last card party. This one was designed by Charlotte at a little bit of detail. And this was designed by Jennifer Spaginski. And the one my daughter designed I don't have in here because it's black glitter, and the black glitter kind of goes all over everything, and I didn't want it all over my cards. But here's another. Isn't that just adorable? So I have all kinds of cards, and that's what you need to do, is you need to make a stash where you can just right away and grab, because you never know. And you got to have plenty of birthday cards and plenty of get well cards. And oh, look at this get well card. I love this one. Oh, sorry. Get well soon. And my A2 wide card. And this is one card that I only made 1 of, and I haven't given it out yet. It's Caught a Bug, Get Well, because that font was so hard to work with, and I didn't make a duplicate of that. I had it cut, and it just, I don't even know what I did with it afterwards. Something to crow about. But this way I'm ready for just about any type of occasion whenever something arises. The only thing is I have to clear out a bunch of these now, and I'm going to be making cards galore because my card stash at work is empty. I have been pulling out cards, and I still have some in here that are from 2007. I signed my name on the back. I put Sheila in the year that I made it. But I've got some cards that are from 2007 and some cards that are from this year. And, oh, and I even have a wedding card. Don't you love it? Can you stand it? Wait a minute, let me get this out for you. It says best wishes. And it can be used for an anniversary too, but I think I'll use it for a wedding. But all kinds of cards. Now that's that. And then I have my larger cards. I have another one of these little plastic bins. But this is a little bit wider. It's actually a shoebox card. Comes like that. And this is where I put my wide cards in. And most of my birthday cards are a little bit larger. You know, 5x5s, 5x7s. And that's what goes in this box. Some of them are friendship. And and then in it I keep a package of envelopes, and I pull this off the top. I keep the envelopes right on the top. But these are cards that you've seen on my blog, and sorry about that, I'm holding them upside down. I should look at the camera, you know, so you can see. And some of them you haven't seen in a long time. Oops, again, holding it upside down. Sorry about that. But as you can see, remember, make them 2 up. This one I didn't even send out, and I don't know why. But I didn't send out. It says you're a hoot on the inside. And this was my first stamping experience of, I'm sorry, upside down again. My stamping experience with Melissa Maid taught me how to do this, a digital stamp. And what I did is I ran the stamp on colored paper, ran it out, and then I cut it. Isn't that awesome? Cards that I made when my mom was sick a year ago, and I hand colored them. The one that Bobby made and sent me. Isn't that just awesome? I love this card. And then the, oh, this one, you'll remember this. Accordion, the accordion ornaments, and I put them on cards. Isn't that just too cute? That was a Bobby design that he gave us the file for. And I have a bunch of cards from Melissa Maid, because Melissa, I contacted her. I was getting so far behind in my cards, oh, I'd say about 8 months ago, and I had no birthday cards. And I contacted Melissa and I said, because I know she has a little Etsy shop, and she hasn't been sending out her cards because we email back and forth to each other. And I said, Melissa, I got to buy a bunch of your cards. Send me your cards. And sure enough, she did. And let me tell you, I have got the best of the best from Melissa Maid. She just sent me, sent me a bunch of cards, and they're all birthday cards. And I need to look at the camera, then I know whether I'm holding them right side up or upside down. Look at this one. Can you stand this one? Happy birthday. Isn't that just too cute? So at any rate, I have a whole bunch of cards, and so that's what I do with them. And I would suggest very strongly that you too would get and make a stash of your own so that you're ready for any occasion at any time. Lately, I've been sending out emails to all the designers where we've had someone in our design team not feeling well or having a bad day, and I've been sending them emails saying, reach into your stash and send a card out to so-and-so, and they're just having a rough day, or they were sick for a couple days or whatever. And that's how I can do it, is I keep a stash on hand, and I suggest that you too, and I actually have a third box I just started, but I'm going to empty a lot of these out and take them to work, and then that'll be, because I keep a stash also at work, but the one at work I kind of keep fancy. It's a wooden box, you know, a wooden box, and it's got the fancy dancy you know, hook on it and the whole 9 yards, so it looks like very professional since I'm in the office, you know. And that way when someone comes in, and it just looks nice, and it sits on my credenza. At any rate, it's filled with cards, and that way if I have a fellow one of my coworkers gets sick, or they have something good happening, or maybe I read about one of you, and I've had that happen where I read about something on the message board and I got to send out a card right away. Well, that's how I can do it. I keep a stash, and that's what I suggest for you. So get working and get a stash for yourself. Have a great day. Bye now.